We are still within the first month of the new year, and New Year's resolutions might still be on your mind. And one of the most popular New Year's resolutions is, of course, to eat more healthy home-cooked meals. We all know the importance of this, and one of the best ways to accomplish this is to meal prep. Meal prep can be a true game changer for a busy family to keep a nutritious diet throughout the week with all of the activities, school, work, everything that's thrown your way. But if you are new to meal prep, it can be a bit overwhelming. So today we're going to share our favorite suggestions to have an efficient meal prep plan to make it easy and achievable for you if eating healthy home-cooked meals is on your list for the new year. Hello, if you are new here, my name is Jacqueline Poole with Mod Assistants. At Mod, we have a team of personal assistants as well as virtual assistants. Our personal assistant team spends time in our client's home, helping them with their everyday household tasks. Our virtual team works completely remotely across the country, helping small business owners with their administrative tasks. And on this channel, we take the years of knowledge and experience from our team to help you within your home and at your business. Plan ahead with weekly meal planning and batch cooking. Sit down and give yourself some time to plan out every meal you want to have ready for your family for the week. Be sure to concentrate on recipes that you know your family loves. And to take it a step further, when you're choosing your meals for the week, try to choose recipes that share ingredients. This will be really helpful to minimize waste, but also save on some of the prep time because you can prep ingredients for multiple recipes used throughout the week. Batch cooking is an essential step for meal prep. Give yourself a block of time in your schedule that you're going to dedicate to batch cooking some of the bulk items included in your meals for the week. This might be pasta, grains, vegetables, or you might take this time to fully prep and cook the meals so that they are in the refrigerator ready to grab and warm up on the night that you are serving them. Either way you do it, batch cooking is going to be really important to save time during the week when you don't have as much time to cook from scratch. So whatever you can fit into your schedule is going to be helpful throughout the week. Keeping your kitchen organized is not only aesthetically pleasing and helping to keep the clutter out of your home, but it's really important to have an efficient meal prep system. Be sure to check your inventory. Check all of the staples that you like to keep in your pantry, in your refrigerator, and that way you're not overbuying and you're also not running out of those staple items that you need for you and your meal prep. This could include grains, pastas, spices, flour, sugar, all of those essentials that are needed for many of the recipes. Create an inventory list for yourself and your household and refer back to that each week to make sure you are fully stocked. If you need somewhere to start, we will link in the description box the inventory list that we like to use for our clients. It might be helpful for your home or at least give you a starting point. You want to optimize the storage space that you have in your home. A cluttered space equals a cluttered mind, and that's going to lead to that overwhelming feeling that you first feel when you think about meal prep. If you have a very organized space with all of the items you need in their respective places, it's going to be much easier and time efficient to get through your meal prep each week. We love using labels, tiered shelving, and clear containers in order to keep our ingredients easily accessible. Work with the space that you have to keep it as organized as possible. We'll be sure to link some of our favorite organization systems in the description box below. In order to stick with a meal prep system, not just in January, but throughout the entire year, you're going to want to be sure to be efficient with your cooking techniques. We don't want you to feel like you have to dedicate a full 12-hour day to prep for your household. That's not going to last in the long run. So be really smart when you're thinking about the types of techniques you're using in the kitchen for your meal prep. Our favorite thing to do is to multitask. So while you are boiling something on the stovetop, also be baking something in the oven. Or perhaps you're using your air fryer. Think about the different prep prep areas and tools you have at your disposal in your kitchen and constantly be multitasking. You always want to have more than one thing going at once to keep yourself efficient and cut down on the time overall that you're spending on this meal prep each week. We also love one-pot meals and sheet pan meals. There are so many of these recipes online, and they really do turn out delicious. And a one-pot meal or a sheet pan meal is going to cut down on the dishes you have to do after your meal prep is over, which is essential because no one likes to do the dishes. The less dishes you have on a weekly basis, the more likely you're not going to become overwhelmed by the meal prep process, and you're gonna stick with it for the long term. Along those same lines, you can consider using some prepping shortcuts. This is not going to be for everyone, but if you are someone that really does not have a lot of time to dedicate to your meal prep, or you are worried about burning out with a long day of meal prep, there are so many options for shortcuts that you can take advantage of from your local grocery store. First and foremost, pre-cut or pre-washed produce. This has become really easily available in most grocery stores. Pre-cut fruit, pre-cut vegetables in bags that can easily be popped into the microwave to be steamed. There's also a lot of options for pre-washed produce. This is really helpful because it can go straight from the container to your cooking space, and you don't have to worry about spending a lot of time washing these items. Again, it's up to you and what fits into your schedule, but these can be some really helpful shortcuts that will cut down on some of that time that you're spending on your meal prep. Another great way to cut down on some prep time is to use frozen ingredients. This is also really helpful if you have a recipe that's including ingredients that are out of season. Fresh berries being the first thing that come to mind. Fresh berries require a lot of care up front while you're washing them and storing them correctly. And if they're out of season, they might be really difficult to find or might be very expensive. Don't be afraid of frozen ingredients. They work wonderfully in most recipes and also cut down on some prep time that's on your plate. We talked earlier about assessing what tools you have in your kitchen to help with your meal prep. And consider using or purchasing some time-saving appliances if you have the space. We love a slow cooker. So many of us are already on the train of slow cooking, and it is fantastic for meal prep. Like we talked about earlier, multitasking, a slow cooker is a great option so you can be using your stovetop, your oven, and your slow cooker all at the same time. This is the same for an Instant Pot or an air fryer. Adding these types of appliances into your meal prep routine is only going to help you get things done more quickly and still be able to put out fresh, delicious food. If you don't want to add large appliances to your kitchen, think about something as small as a food processor, or a great blender, or even one of those small tools that actually chop up onions and garlic for you. Those are small, inexpensive things you can add to your meal prep toolbox to really help you, again, save time. Another essential tip that we have for anyone that's new to meal prep is to clean as you go. This is a habit that we feel is really important for you to develop in order to stay successful with meal prep in the long run. As you're moving through your recipes on your meal prep day, wash the dishes, wipe down your surfaces, and organize and put away the ingredients after you use them. Keeping your space clutter-free is going to keep you in a positive mindset to complete all of the meal prep and again stick with it long term. It's a habit that you need to develop over time, but start with it today as soon as you start with your meal prep, and you'll just get into the habit and not even think about it. You also want to dedicate some time to what we call post-prep organization. And this is mainly organizing all of the prep that you just did in your refrigerator, in your drawers, pantries, wherever those meals are being kept. You want to make sure your fridge is cleaned out of all the expired items or all of the meal prep that was not eaten from the week before. Have everything that you just prepped easily accessible to grab and go for yourself and your family. If it's beautifully organized in the fridge, it's going to be much easier for everyone in your household to grab and use up that food so nothing is being wasted. This one might seem a little bit silly when we're talking about creating meal prep ourselves, but if you really do feel that you do not have the time to block off several hours to meal prep from scratch on your own, you might want to consider a meal prep service. There are a ton of options out there: HelloFresh, Blue Apron, and our personal favorite, Sunbasket. These meal prep subscriptions offer you the opportunity to again have fresh ingredients for fresh home-cooked meals every single night of the week, but they're actually taking the prep completely off your plate. And you're being delivered with those ingredients completely pre-prepped, and you just have to spend a few minutes putting it all together in a meal. They are a really great option for some households, and if you've never given it a try, you might want to. Some other subscription services that we love that are not necessarily prep services, but services to help you keep ingredients in your home are subscriptions like ButcherBox. We love ButcherBox because they deliver good quality meat directly to your home, however often you'd like it to arrive, every 4 weeks, every 6 weeks, every 8 weeks. But then you always have those ingredients in your home and ready to go. So it's going to save on that time that you're dedicating to making sure you're fully stocked with ingredients. These are just a few time-saving services that you can incorporate into how meal prep looks in your home. And last but not least, outsource the entire process. Of course, this is something that we do on a daily basis for our clients as personal assistants. You could have a personal assistant come into your home and handle all of your meal planning, grocery shopping, stocking of your pantry, and meal prep. There are also a lot of options in a lot of cities for personal chefs to come into your home, or even some options where a personal chef cooks certain meals ahead of time in their commercial kitchen, and then they're delivered to your home. So you're still getting those fresh meals on a weekly basis. Don't be afraid to outsource and get some help. If it is something that you can do in your situation, there is nothing wrong with getting some help, especially if cooking and planning and prepping meals is not something that you truly love to do. If it's going to be a chore every weekend, if you're going to not look forward to it, it's not going to last. And in that case, consider getting some help. As we've mentioned so many times on our channel before, meal planning, grocery shopping, and meal prep is a core service that we have here at Mod Assistants. Almost all of our personal assistants are doing this on a daily basis in their clients' homes, and we have truly become experts in the field. So we hope that these tips are helpful to you if you are new to meal prep, or if it is not new to you, but you'd like to spice up and change up your routine a little bit. Be sure to leave a comment for us below and let us know what your favorite meal is to meal prep. We are always looking for new ideas of great recipes to share with our clients. And before you leave, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our content in the future. We post every single Saturday with videos designed to help you within your household or at your small business. And we'll see you in the next video.